Here are 3 wide receivers I'm starting pretty confidently in week 15. Number 1 is Michael Pittman Jr. I know most of the season he's been very disappointing, but if you take out the last game where he played Dallas and they just could not get anything going, he's averaging 9.4 targets a game, which is elite usage. Now they play the Minnesota Vikings, a defense who couldn't stop me if I was put out there. I think he's a top 15 play this week. He's going to see nearly 10 targets and he's going to produce because the Vikings defense fucking stinks. Number 2, I'm only mentioning this because I get so many questions about him. Christian Watson, fire him up as a top 15 wide receiver every week for the rest of the season until he proves otherwise. He has 8 touchdowns in his last 4 games. Coming out of a bye, we know that rookies coming out of a bye are a little bit more used to NFL speed, a little bit more used to their offense. He already showed that prior to the bye. I can only imagine what he's set to do now. Playing the Rams, they're not the greatest defense. Jalen Ramsey hasn't been that good this season. I think this week especially is a top 12 play. And lastly, Drake London looks like a solid flex option this week. He had 12 targets before the bye. Now he's coming out of the bye with a new quarterback, one that they're probably going to want to throw with to see what they have in him. Playing the New Orleans Saints, who stink. Fire him.